Good evening, folks. Hope you're doing all right. Right, look at this. Hey, this is the Brenell I've been working on. It's the domestic version. What's the time, by the way? Let's have a look. It's coming up to 20 to 7. Right. So this is the Brenell Freestar I've been working on. I've completely rebuilt the amp apart from the filter caps. That's the only thing I haven't really changed. I've changed all the other parts, resistors that were really reading high. They were some of them reading very high actually, and I sort of replaced everything. The EL84 is over there. Can you see that little bracket, that little thin metal bracket that supports the EL84? I don't know whether it also acts as a heat dissipator. I'm not sure because it does get hot. Yow. Yeah, it's hot, but not, but they do run hot actually. They do run very hot. And also checked with Andy, and Andy said the same thing because it's a pentode valve. They do run hot, but I've had to rig up a temporary earth. So I've run an earth from there to the earth tag over there, because apparently what that does when you put it together, that solders onto, there's a tiny little earth connection on the bottom of the printed circuit board there. You can't see it, it's right underneath, because when I first powered it on, it was making like quite a loud hum, but now it's quiet. Well, when I put it into play it did. So but I've completely rejuvenated the whole deck. The speed change wasn't working. It's got complete new belts. I don't know if I can get down there. Let's see if I can get down there. Oh my god, I can't. Old age, can't even kneel down anymore. Oh shit. Right, there we go. Can you see the belt, the drive belt? That's one of them there. That's for the rewind, and there's another one on the other side for the fast forward. I just managed, I'll tell you what, the old belts were completely, utterly, totally stiff as a board. They just crumbled in my fingers. But you've got to be inventive in this game, as you know. And I managed to find some beautiful O-rings, perfect size. So I've bought a good supply of them. So I've got another machine like this to do, but it's the stereo version, which is a very rare machine. It's the Brenell Freestar, also a domestic version, but it's the stereo one. So it's got two identical amplifiers. So guess what I've got installed? Yep! Change all the resistors, or most of the resistors and capacitors on the other machine I've got to do. But I'm leaving that for a later date. But at least I've got new belts for it. So, yeah, the speed change wasn't working. The, what was it, the jockey wheel, I think they call it. That was sticking like a lunatic. It wasn't moving up and down. So, but now it's absolutely fine now. So I've just rigged it up temporarily at the moment, as you can see. I didn't want to mount it in a case because it's got a, we call it a mask. They call it a mask where, when you install it into the cabinet, there's another big metal plate where you're going to put all the knobs on and the washers and the felt pads and all that malarkey, malarkey, that's the word I'm looking for. So I thought before I put it back, let's rig it up. That's the power supply for the deck. That's live there. Don't touch, Harvey. And they're the two black leads coming out, going to the head connections. The only thing I haven't tried yet is the arrays, but I'm going to try that a bit later. So I can't really hold the phone in one hand and do anything with the other. It's really awkward. I'll have to put some sort of setup here, rig up a little setup like Andy's got, or in Graham as well. Got to mention Graham. And Andy'd get jealous, wouldn't he? Right. So yeah, I've rigged it all up, and it's brilliant. Works PA on PA, lovely. That's the PA setting. Listen to that. Nice and clean. That's one of the reasons why I left the actual filter capacitor there, and they're not getting hot. I mean, I've been checking it periodically. I'm just doing a burn-in, actually. Funny word to use. Now, is that hot or what? Or is it me pretending it's hot? Hang on. Hope it's not hot. Otherwise, that's got to come out. No, it's alright. It's not hot at all. That was me imagining it was hot. And of course, when I touched it, it felt hot, but it's not. It's wet. No, it's okay. No, that's alright. I'm just checking the filter cap, because it shouldn't get hot. No, that's alright. That's why I'm leaving it on the burn. See, this one's slightly warm over there. That's the power supply rectifier board, but there's a valve right underneath an EZ80. Is it EZ80? Yeah. So that's putting up a bit of heat on that. So that's okay. Yeah, that's normal. Let's check this one again. Yeah. You know, I need to get one of those infrared heat detectors. I need to get one of those actually. Anyway, back to the deck. It's been completely redone, all new belts. The only thing I haven't changed is the counter belt. It's slightly slack. I might see if I can find another one just a little bit tighter, but all the speeds work on this now. Look at this. I'll show you, I'll demonstrate in a minute. It's hard to do with one hand, everything. But let me play it on a slow speed. It's so awkward, this phone. Hang on a minute. But press the button. Oh, right. You should hear something there. Where's the volume? Oh, it's not playing yet, that's why. Let me play at normal speed first. Right, that's 1 7/8 by the way. And 3 3/4 and 7.5. So let's play on 7.5. Oh my god. I don't think I've even cleaned the heads yet, thinking about it. Right, here we go. One of my favourites. And I think I'll use this tape on my Vortexian as well. Look at that, the way it's running now, I can't believe it. Just seen it when I got it. It was a mess. Let me check this cap again. A bit worried now. No, it's alright. I thought I'd do this today to keep my mind off the prostate problem I have. It should play in a second. Oh, what a twat. Oh, what an idiot. I've got it on PA. Ha 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 ha. That's better. That's better, Harvey. Wakey, wakey. Oh, what was that? Did you hear that? Oh, it's the switch. It's the switch, a little bit dirty. I'll have to spray those contacts. Yeah. One of those little multi-switches. That's all it is. Yeah, switch is a bit grubby. Oh, well, a bit of old service oil in there. That'll do the trick. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well. That's not bad. So here we go. Let's play, press play. It's hard to do this with one hand. Well. Sounds pretty good to me. Ooh, have I the right to feel you? I waited till you give me the right to make you mine. Well, come right back, I just can't bear it. I got some love and I want to share it. Come right back, I'll show my love is strong. Oh yeah, alright. Sounds damn good to me. Wow. It's got a bit of poke, this amp. Right, let me show the speeds. Right, demonstrate the speeds in there. Well, that sounded bloody good to me. And that's not even in the cabinet yet. So, you know what it's like when you've got an open speaker like that, when it's not contained. It always sounds a bit, well, you know what, it sounds great actually. There was a slight bit of burning a few times when I turned it on, but what it was dust on the mains transformer. Blown it off, no more smell now. It's just burning and I think it's fine then to smell. Oh, it's lovely. I love that 1960s smell. I mean, look when this was made. Look, there's a date there. Can you see that? 16th of the 5th, 1962. How cool is that, eh? Wow, so let me demonstrate the speeds, just to show I'm not lying. Right, there we go. Now, this should be on 3 3/4. Right, there we go. Press play. Oh. The road to push through. Sounds like Arthur Mullard, remember him? Arthur Mullard. Yes, my dear. Do you remember him? Oh, yes, my dear. The big bloke. Right, 1 7/8. Let's go. Come on, why ain't it turning there? Typical, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's all right. It'll ride up with wear, as I say on Grace Brothers. It'll ride up. Yeah, it's all right. It was so stiff, this thing. I couldn't turn it. And as I said, there's a little jockey that slides up on the pole, and there's a spring that controls the height of the actual idler on, I think they call it the speed jockey or something like that. I think it's called that. So anyway, 1 7/8. Let's go. There we go. And it's not even pulling right, because see here, you see that bit there? Now when it's in the case, there's a special pulley that rotates, and at the moment it's on just a stationary post, so it's causing a bit more drag than what it should. But as I say, right on there should be a spinning post. When I put it all back together, I'll demonstrate when it's all back together anyway. So right, there we go. It's putting the strain on the poor tape there. Never mind, it's only a test tape anyway, so what the hell. There we go. Back to 7.5. Let's go. Oh yeah, fast forward and rewind. I forgot. Right, fast forward and rewind. I haven't demonstrated that yet. There we go. Thank you, new belts. You're doing well. Look at that. And I found exactly the right belts for this. They're 3.5mm. That's the actual circumference of the belt itself, like the thickness of the belt. And yeah, look at that. Pause. Look at that. It's pause. It stops beautifully. Brakes are perfect as well. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to get back to it. What was it? 3.5mm. The diameter. I think it's the diameter, isn't it? Of the belt, the thickness of it. And the actual diameter of the whole belt, you know, the loop size, whatever. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Size of the loop. I always get confused with this diameter and circumference and all that jazz. It's 80. So it's 80mm by 3.5, the actual thickness of the belt. So that's it there. See, 3.5. Where's the camera pointing? There we go. Yeah, so 3.5mm by 80mm. If you're wondering, if you've got one of these machines and trying to source belts for it, if you want to know who my supplier was, I will put a link down below, and I shall let the suppliers know in case I need any more. Never know, they might give me a discount for publicising their eBay channel. You never know. So there we go. Right, let's play. See what's on here now. Oh, I've got to keep bending down like this. Can't play that. That's Telstar. That's a worldwide ban, would you believe? I hope that didn't mess up the video. Damn. Well, let me go back. Right, rewind. I've got to demonstrate rewind anyway. Oh, wrong button. There you go. Look at that. It wasn't working. It wasn't rewinding. The speed wasn't changing. It wasn't going into play. The amplifier was completely knackered. Great. I think this is ready to go back then to its housing in its rightful place. I might do another burn test later on for another hour just to be sure there's nothing smoking or anything and nothing gets hot. Only the EL84 is a killer. See, it's got a sleeve on it. I think that's an RF shield. So obviously it's going to get warmer with a shield on it as well. So, you know, that's the design of it. What can you do? Even the other valve there, I think that's a preamp valve. Can't remember what name it is, what number, but that's got a shield around it as well. Can you see that? Yeah, am I pointing in the right place? There we go. Yeah. So let's check this cap again. Seems to be alright. I think it was reading a bit high actually. It's supposed to be 8 times 8 times 8, and I think it was reading about 12. I don't know. Will it make any difference, people? Let me know. But you know what? The way I look at things, let me just check this. Nah, it's alright. Check the temperature again. My finger. That's fine. If that was getting really hot, I'm talking about boiling hot, that would immediately come out, but it's fine. I've got a triple tone mono amp when I turn that on, the filter cap gets very hot, so I've got a replacement for that. I think that'll be the next project, actually, because that used to belong to my dad, and he gave it to me when I was a kid. It was my first ever record player, well, amplifier, and then I bought a BSR UA8 for 50 pence, 10 shillings or something like that. Or was it 5 shillings? Don't know. It was a long time ago, and I built a little case for it, and I found an old TV, nicked out the speaker, one of those elliptical speakers, built a little box for it. That was my first record player. Woohoo! There we go. So let's play this now again. What's on here? Oh, that was good timing. Right between tracks. Wow. Ah, brilliant track. This I can play. I'm going to do my own version of this one day. When the mists are rising and the rain is falling and the wind is blowing cold across the moor. Now they sound good. I hear the voice of my dog. I haven't even cleaned the heads yet, I don't think. And lost a year ago. Sounds brilliant. I wish you could be in this room with me. Well, it's hard to believe, I know, but I hear her singing the sound of the wind blowing through the treetops way above me. Brilliant sound. Yes, I'll always remember till the day I die. I'll hear her cry, Johnny, remember magic eye. See the magic eye down there? A bit of view from here. Beautiful magic eye, I love it. Well, someday I guess I'll find myself a loving little girl to take the place of my true love. Well, as long as I live, I know I'll hear her singing the sound of the wind blowing in the treetops. Shut up, Harvey. Way above me. Yes, I'll always remember till the day I die. I'll cry, oh, Johnny, remember me. You're probably thinking, oh my God, Harvey's taking a risk, putting his finger in there. So I know where to touch. Sorry, can't play Tailstar. Yeah, so I know where I'm touching. Don't worry about that. If I touch up there, then I'm in for a big shock. And it's not even plugged into my isolation transformer at the moment, straight into the mains. I've actually got another one there. Unwired isolation transformer, got two. I've got one of these big RS ones. They use them normally on building sites, whatever, industrial. But yeah, there we go. I think I'll terminate this video now. It's been going for 18 minutes. And I think I'll put this on my vintage audio channel because I need to put some more stuff on there. It's severely lacking. But there we go. There we go. There's a lot of components I've changed here actually. There's a hell of a load. So there's still some old carbon ones there, but they're all read okay. You know, so you know the saying, don't you? If it ain't broke, yeah, you know the rest. And that's it. It's quite a good burn actually. Burning in test. Yeah, that's a normal smell, that. And what it is, it's the transformer there. Obviously, it's producing heat and it's heating up the cabinet. You know, it's the old Rexine. That is a gorgeous smell, that. Oh my God, I love the smell of Rexine. Now tell me, people out there, vintage audio people, who loves the smell of Rexine? I mean, come on, everyone does. Look at that. Should have heard it before actually without this earth connection, but as I said, it's just a temporary rig up, little rig. Let's rewind it. Oh, look at it working now. It's beautiful. I love it. I love this machine. I love it. And the brakes are great. Knowing me saying that. No, come on, it's not. It's going to be all right. There we go. Perfect. Brakes are fine. No problem there. Sounds magnificent here. Set my cap again. Fine.
Have I the right to hold you? You know I've always told you that we must never, ever part. No, 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 no. Have I the right to kiss you? You know I'll always miss you. I've loved you from the very start. I just can't bear it.
My torch. Where's my torch when I need it? Oh. Would you believe it? I've got to use my visor. I've got two torches inside, or flashlights, as you say in the States. Well, the mist is rising and the rain is falling. Well, the mist is rising and the rain is falling, and the wind is blowing cold across the floor. Brilliant.
I hear the voice of my darling.
That sounds great, doesn't it? No wow and flutter. Remember, it's not. Oops, I nearly whipped off my earth connection there. Oh dear. Anyway, right, let me stop it now. Right, as I said, there should be a spindle there, revolving spindle. So you know, it's not really set up perfectly correct at the moment, because as I said, it's out of its poor case. Don't worry, Dick, you'll be reunited with your case. Don't worry about that. Oh, then the handle was hanging off when I got it. The woman said to me, I went all the way down to Essex, some little country house in the middle of nowhere, and the handle was hanging off, so obviously I fixed that. That's all done. Handle's all back in. There's a couple of 4BA nuts inside, which I've tightened very securely. Actually, I was trying to take out the rectifier section, the power supply rectifier section, and you can see a bit of JB Weld there. The two nuts on the outside came off lovely, but the ones on the inside, I don't know how they've done it, but it's a bit of a stupid idea they had. They actually fixed the nuts, or the stubs, through the wood. And of course, I'm trying to undo the nuts, and the centre bit was spinning, so I couldn't take it off. I wanted to see what was under there. But, well, I've got one of these fibre optic cable things you plug into the computer, and you can see inside tiny crevices, and it's got a very powerful little light inside, you know, one of these LEDs, so you can see what's going on. And all there is a long resistor, that's it, and the resistor's fine, and that's about all that was under there. So I couldn't tighten up the screw again, it just wouldn't tighten, so I put a bit of JB Weld there. It's got an earth connection as well, but I made sure that was on the metal. So that's it, a bit of JB Weld. Works good, that stuff, actually. If you're going to get JB Weld and you want a quick fix, get the 5-minute setting one. Absolutely brilliant, but only mix up the required amount you want, because seriously, it sets in 5 minutes, and it's really good gear. But obviously, if you're not in a hurry, just buy the ordinary JB Weld, but that stuff is brilliant. I always use Araldite. My dad used to use Araldite for years. He used to always say, I swear by it. So I was going to just say, yeah, effing Araldite. But no, JB Weld now, that's it. As soon as they started importing it to this country from the United States, I always use JB Weld. That's it. See how hot this EL84 is without burning myself. It's pretty hot to touch, but that's normal. Right, that's, nothing's exploded in an hour. I've been filming, what, half an hour here? Actually turned on before. So it's not really a maiden voyage. No, that cap is lovely. That'll probably reform itself. That might actually go back down to 8. I think there's 3 in there. It says 888 on there. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah. So I think this repair is quite a success. Oh, see that cap down there, that little electrolytic? That's from one of those packs, you know, those cheap packs you buy on Amazon, because it's only 16 volt or something like that. I think that's to do with the input stage. But you know what? It's working fine. Some people would not touch them with a barge pole, but I spoke to George, you know, George Christophe, and he said, nah, they're fine. They're absolutely fine. But a lot of people are picky and they just buy from RS and have done with it. But you know what? So there we go. I'm going to upload this now to the Vintage Audio channel. And now my back's hurting because I'm bending over this damn table. So there we go. One more play, yeah? Come on then, let's go. One more play.
For to believe I know that I hear her singing in the sign of the wind blowing.
What do you reckon? Does it sound good? Comments below, please. The speed is spot on. No wow and flutter. Hear her cry, Johnny, remember me. Sounds brilliant.
Well, someday I guess I'll find myself
A loving little girl to take the place of my true love. But as long as I live, I know I'll hear her singing the sound of the wind blowing in the trees. Sorry, I can't help singing this song. I love it. It's one of my favourites. I love it. It's beautiful.
Yes, I'll always remember till the day I die.
Beautiful. Probably get a few copyrights on this, but I don't mind.
Johnny, remember me.
See if there's any burning components. Where's my flashlight? Can't believe it. You know what my flashlight is? It here? No. Nowhere to be bloody seen. I'm just checking some resistors, make sure they're okay. I need my flashlight. I can't see in there. Oh, bummer. Is there a torch on this when you're filming? Can you switch a torch on an iPhone? I don't know. Little flashlight in the front. I don't know, you know. I don't really know. Nah, it looks fine. They would have smoked by now, I'm sure, if there was a problem with those resistors. But look at that, it's quiet. Now I think that filter cap is okay. So I know I keep talking about it, but just want to be sure, you know. As they say in Ireland, to be sure, to be sure, to be sure. That's all right. I'll tell you what I can feel, the heat from that EL84 there. It's chucking out some heat, I tell you. But as long as it remains stable, that's fine. There's no, we call that red stuff. We call it, there's a name for it when it's flashing red. Not flashing, but you know what I mean. Red something, what do you call it? No, there's nothing there, is there? It's fine. The valve looks fine to me. Red arcing? What is it? No. Oh, God, I can't remember. Red something flaring, whatever it is, it hasn't got it. So that looks good to me. There's one resistor there. What is it? It's a brown, red, and orange. What value is that? It's a big one as well. I was going to change that at one stage because it's a biggie, and it's a bit scorching on the legs on that, but you know what, it's all right. I don't know, because then again, when do you stop? You know, it's either you just change the ones that are high, or do you just end up changing the whole damn lot of the resistors? Just change all of them and have done with it. What do you do? You know, you could be here forever changing resistors. I mean, every machine, you know, just change every single resistor. It's a bit like having a car, really. You don't know what the problem is with the engine, and you just take the engine out and put a new one in. It just defeats the whole object of fault finding, really. So there we go. There we go. Right, I'm going to end this video now. 30 minutes. Right, you've actually watched this for 30 minutes. Burning in. Yep. Listen to that. It's lovely. Listen to that amp. Beautiful. I tried a PA, that all works. The only thing I haven't tried yet, I'm going to put a scrappy tape on, because I'm going to keep that one. That's my little demo tape, my 2-track demo. Just try to erase. I might try to record something on a spare tape. I think that's the last test I'm going to be doing. And then I'm going to close down and have a cuppa. I'm going to have a nice cup of tea. There we go. Let's rewind it again. I can't believe this rewind's working now. Look at that. As I say, you've got to be a bit of a detective to find the right replacement belts for these old machines. It's not easy. Look at that. Beautiful. Check this capacitor again. I keep doing it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, that's it. Let's power this poor beast down. Let's power it down. You've done good. You've done good, old girl. You really have done. Right. There we go. Right, I just got to put a bit of service oil in the switches there on the contacts. Just a tiny bit. I don't want to oversaturate it. Just a tiny little bit. There we go. So that's that proved to be a success. Look at the flywheel still spinning round. That's all been lubricated, by the way. Hence, it's still spinning nice and freely after it's stopped. Look at that. I tell you what, I've got to say it myself, but I am becoming quite an expert on Brenells. So if anybody needs any advice on any of these machines, just let me know. You know, oh, you can't send me an email. I haven't put my email on there, but just put a comment down. Put your email down. I can communicate with you if you need any help. So, because as I said, I fixed the Mark V versions. I've got another one to do. It's a real problem of a machine. The brakes are sticking like crazy. It's juddering. It actually judders when it brakes. So it could be the brake lining that's worn out, because it's a bit like a car, you know, when the brake linings wear out, it judders. So that's got to be stripped down. That's going to be a massive job. But I'm not going to undertake that job until my prostrate is all sorted out. Poor prostrate. God damn it. Old age, that's what happens. You get prostrate trouble. Great. If anyone says, oh, it's great to get older, you got to embrace it. Not me. Sorry. Cleared up my bench a little bit. I had a load of stuff everywhere. And some of the knobs for the cabinet there. Those ice cream boxes. Very handy, these ice cream boxes from Iceland. The ice cream's fantastic as well. But they're very handy as storage boxes, as you can see. And these stackable Black & Decker, not Black & Decker, I keep saying Black & Decker, Stanley ones. There we go. All stackable. Full of components, resistors, capacitors, you name it. Belts, oh God. But there we go, look at that. Can't wait to see this all back together. And I shall do a nice video. Look, a bit of tape. That's all the tape, the old tape, look, coming off. Yeah, well, there we go. Right. So anyway, you have a good evening, folks. Can't even talk now because I need a drink. It's according to my Elvis Presley clock, 7:15. Oh my God. There we go. It's been a real success. I was there on the sofa lying down. It's all feeling sorry for myself. I've got this high prostrate PSA level. And I thought, you know what, Harvey, just get on with it. Get the deck, plug it in, set up your workbench, clear it up, and try the damn machine, you know. Because I've been working like mad on this for about a month. So I do take my time. There's no rush. It's not like if it's going out to anyone. It's my own machine, so there's no rush on doing these jobs. And I thought, you know what, let's just plug it in, make sure these leads reach, which they did, thank God. So I didn't really want to put it all back together, and there was some problem with it. So all well and good. Speed's working. What else I need to do? Bit of contact cleaner on that, and I'll recheck that counter bit. If I can find a slightly stiffer one, I'll change it. Because as I said, to change the counter belt on this, you've got to strip it all down again. Pain in the bum. And there we go. Alright then folks, right, kept you long enough. I don't want to keep you too long. Listen to me going on and on and on and on. So I hope you found this interesting. And as I said, I'm going to title this as Final Test on Repair Brenell 3-star. Get it right, is it 3-star? Yeah, Brenell 3-star. And they're quite a rare machine. And the other one I've got to work on, the stereo one, that's even rarer. It's very rare. So I've got 2 identical amps to fix on that one. They're actually 2 separate modules, would you believe, with a stereo head. So I've already checked out the circuit diagram, and it is. So let's see, I know roughly what components to check on the other one there. I know which ones go funny. In the front there, where that little tiny electrolytic one was, one of those waxy caps, which was produced a big load of gunge. Look at that. So I've got the tiny little electrolytic there. I can always replace it later on with a Nichicon, but you know what? I'm going to leave it. As I said, if it works, yeah, don't fix it. And that's it. That's my motto. If it works, don't bother messing around again. Just leave it as it is. Anyway, better go. Stop blabbering on, Harvey. No wonder you need a cup of tea. All right. Talk to you all later. 37 minutes. Holy crap. It's going to take ages to upload. Talk to you later, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and bye for now.